Found out my husband of 15 years is my brother. I don't know what to do. Let me preface this by saying neither one of us had any idea. I wish I never took the DNA test. A few weeks ago, I was having a conversation with my friend about DNA kits, as she had recently taken one and I wanted to see what my ethnicity was since my mom had cheated with 30 plus guys. I decided to take a DNA test too, and when the results came back, I was shocked to see that my husband's DNA matched mine as a close relative. I thought it might be a mistake, so I took another test from a different company and the results were the same. I couldn't believe it. My husband and I were siblings. It turns out that my father-in-law is actually my dad. I don't know what to do. My world is crashing down around me. I sat there, staring at the computer screen, tears streaming down my face. My husband of 15 years, the man I thought I knew better than anyone else in the world, was my brother. My mind was racing with a million different thoughts. How could this be happening? What was I going to do? How would my husband react if he found out? I decided to keep it a secret. At least for now. I couldn't bear the thought of hurting him, of breaking up our family, so I buried the truth deep inside me, trying to carry on as normal. But the more I tried to act like everything was okay, the more I realized it wasn't. Every time I looked at my husband, a wave of guilt washed over me. Every time he touched me, I felt sick to my stomach. I couldn't keep living this lie. One night, I mustered up the courage to tell him. We were sitting on the couch, watching TV when I finally blurted out, "We're siblings." The DNA test showed that we share close genetic markers. My husband's eyes widened in shock. He sat there in silence for what felt like an eternity, processing the information. I could see the panic and confusion written all over his face. Finally, he spoke, his voice barely above a whisper. "What?" I explained everything to him, about my mom's infidelity, about the man who I had thought was my dad my whole life, and how my father-in-law is my actual father. My husband listened intently, his expression never changing. When I finished, he leaned back on the couch and let out a long sigh. "Well, I guess that explains why we always got along so well," he said, trying to lighten the mood. I couldn't help but laugh at his attempt at humor. It was a small relief to know that he was taking it better than I had expected. He closed the discussion with a final statement. He said that it didn't matter if we were siblings because we had already fallen in love with each other. I don't want to split with him. I love him too much for that, and we have a baby on the way.